Have you seen that area though? Bohemian Grove. You know about it, right?
Where the owl is?
Yeah.
No. You said we should go there.
Yeah. No. Well, the area is Monterrey.
Oh, you can
Monterrey, California.
Oh, okay. It's beautiful. Huh?
Yeah, and some of the people there's a woman in particular. What was her name? I'll find her name later.
Alex Jones snuck in there. He tells a story.
Yeah, he was on. Look, I found that, and I thought he was full of shit. I
know you're sketchy on Alex Jones because your boy.
Look, here's what happened. He goes on this show, right? He goes, I'm watching the History Channel because I was watching different documentaries about it to kind of get like glimpses and see what they're about. And I found this History Channel one, and I was like, okay, I was getting a little information from it and shit. And so they come to him, and you know how he's real excited about everything. He was like, let me tell you what I did.
Oh, the History Channel came to Alex Jones?
Yeah. This fool's on History Channel.
That really made you skeptical.
Yeah. He's like, let me tell you what I did. I'm going to tell you how I got in there. And they're like, oh, shit, tell us. And he's like, I went up the river, and then I put on a robe, and I pretended because I knew what words to say. Because there's different groups up there.
Yeah.
And one of the groups was called the Hillbillies. And he goes, and I know. So I said, because I'm from Texas, I said, I'm from the Hillbillies. And they didn't question. And I just sat there and I pulled out the video camera and videotape. But I was just like, come on, bro. Because then when he went with them, the two people, it was 4 people. It was him and 3 people. Mm-hmm. They got chased out. And this fool jumped in the canoe and got away. But the other 2 people got arrested and shit. Mm-hmm. If we're led to believe that was real. Because the next scene is them getting picked up from the sheriff's station and shit. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, wait a minute. How the fuck did you get in the last time then? Because you said you were going to show them how to get in. So you went where you said to go, and now there's cops and there was
maybe
cameras.
They were hot to him that
there
time.
was cameras everywhere.
That could happen.
It could.
Sometimes you blow up the spot.
It could. But yeah,
Actually, it was all good just a week ago.
Yeah, right. For sure. Hey, but for those of you guys who don't know, it's Bohemian Grove. It is in Monterey. That's Monterio, California. It's a restricted 2,700 acre campground. And that's located actually at 20601 Bohemian Avenue.
Hey.
And every July for 2 weeks, they have an encampment there. A bunch of people camp out. The most prominent businessmen, CEOs, government officials, U.S. presidents, actors, musicians, cabinet members, generals, senior media executives, all go there, bro. And they hang out. And there's a big owl. Well, not the huge one that I'm gonna get to, but there's their logo is an owl, and the motto is "Weaving spiders, come not here," which basically boils down to deception's not welcome here. Because the expression "what a tangled web we weave when we practice to deceive." That's what it says. Weaving spiders, come not here. So it's basically like keep your fucking mouth shut. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying, right? And then the location is they picked it because the redwoods right there. They're like 300 fucking feet tall, and they're so thick. The canopy's so thick of the forest around it that if you fly over it,
can't see shit.
It's like a concrete dome. Like you can't see a fucking thing.
Smart.
So this whole fucking thing is like, and there's no women allowed. It's all dudes.
That's whack.
Yeah, it's all dudes, and they have all kinds of crazy public policy talks there, even though they claim they're not supposed to talk about anything outside of, the club. But in September 1942, they had the Manhattan Project. Have you heard of that?
I've heard of it, but refresh my memory.
The Manhattan Project was where they developed the atomic bomb.
Okay.
So that's September 1942. Then in 1968, Vice President Richard Nixon and the governor of California, Ronald Reagan, decided who would run for president. And obviously Nixon won that one, and then later had to resign in 73 because of the Watergate scandal. And he was also quoted, Richard Nixon, and on May 13th, 1971, the Bohemian Grove, which I attend from time to time, it is the most faggy goddamn thing you could ever imagine.
Sounds like it.
Right?
Yeah.
I'll get into more of that. So the German Chancellor, Helmut Schmidt, he says, we have our own druidic groves in Germany, but my favorite druidic place is in Northern California at Bohemian Grove. So groves in ancient druidic lore, they hold there. It's like a sacred place, and they would have a lot of human and animal sacrifices at these groves. So I found that really odd that
So
he
you
kept,
might come in and not come out.
he kept using he was using the word druidic.
Well, now they
you
probably
know?
have bodies to sacrifice, unfortunately.
But so the club's patron saint is Saint John of Nepomuk, Nepomuk. He was a 14th century priest, and he was the queen's confessor. She confessed all her sins to this guy, and the king came to him and said, "Tell me everything my fucking wife's been doing. I don't fucking trust her." And he's like, "I can't, bro. Like, I swore myself before God that I would not reveal it." And the fucking king killed him.
I'm about to say, or I'm going to kill you then.
So because of his devotion to secrecy, that's the club's patron saint. And there's
Moloch?
no, John of Nepomuk. And
Nepomuk is
yeah,
what you said.
N as in Nancy, EPOM as in Mary, UK. John of Nepomuk. And that's in Czech Republic, which used to be Bohemia, which obviously has something to do with the naming of the establishment. And so there's a giant sculpture of this dude with his index finger over his mouth like this by the lake shore right there.
Okay.
And because he's sworn to secrecy, and that's basically what they do. And now the mask or the mascot of the spot is the owl, symbolizing wisdom. And if you know the owl's on the back of the dollar bill. If you guys ever get a chance, on the back of the dollar bill in the upper right hand corner, that you'll see the number 1. Look under a microscope or magnifying glass, and you'll see real small. There's an owl right there.
Or just look with your third eye,
Yeah, you could do that too.
your first eye.
And so what's interesting is there's a 40 fucking foot owl. I know you've seen this from the Alex Jones video, and it's the cremation of care ceremony. And what they're doing is, it kind of reminds me of the ayahuasca when you purge.
How dare you?
Well, no, because they're saying to purge. So they're saying this is what they're claiming. It's an exorcising of the demon to ensure the success of the ensuing 2 weeks.
Spirits and demons are not the same thing.
But you feel what I'm saying?
I
I
do.
just thought it was odd that they brought up. I was actually going to say that. Yeah, I thought it was weird they used the word demon. You know who Walter Cronkite is?
I've heard the name.
Old school news guy. Well, his voice is the owl, fool.
Huh.
Because he was a member, so his voice is the owl.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So thousands of these members
His name sounds like he should be affiliated with
right,
that shit.
gather in
Cronkite.
red robes, and then they do this prayer where they bring a coffin.
Eyes
and
Wide
they got
Shut? Was it-
flaming torches? It's like some Eyes Wide Shut.
I was going
yeah.
to say, was it fashioned after this place?
Probably not, because
Stories
that,
of? Or
that had bitches and shit. Remember? And
Oh, okay.
Eyes Wide Shut. It was like some
maybe
freaky
they
shit.
mix different
Yeah,
ones together.
I'm sure these
for-
people do that type of
for
shit.
Eyes Wide Shut.
But yeah, this gets into some weird gay
I never
shit.
finished Eyes Wide Shut. I felt
Yeah, this gets weird and like freaky gay and shit. So, the thousands of people come out in these robes. They're carrying flaming torches. And there's a fucking this leader, and he says, "For behold, there is Bohemian shrine, and holy are the pillars of this house. Black carriage with body of child. The owl says there is only one goddess that can help us, only one true deity. The owl says you've got to burn all care, and it's a child-sized human figure." So let me say that again. This says, "For behold, here is Bohemian shrine, and holy are the pillars of this house." Okay. Then a black carriage comes out with the body of the child. And then the owl says there's only one goddess that can help us, only one true deity. And then the owl says, you've got to burn all care. It's a child-sized human figure. And then you hear something that claims to be care says, no, you're not. And a lightning bolt shoots through the air, bro. Some sort of pyrotechnic bullshit shoots through the air. And then the owl asks them to sacrifice the body that they brought out.
Damn it, man. Usually I hide my yawns, but fuck their shit. Fucking sorcery.
Some weird,
fucking
prominent,
wicked ass.
weird shit, right?
Yeah, man. It's nasty.
What is that? And here's some of the members, bro. The Rockefellers, of course. Richard Nixon,
They
Ronald
come
Reagan.
up a lot on our pod, the Rock.
All the time. Richard Nixon, Ronald Reagan, Henry Kissinger, Walter Cronkite, Charles Schwab, Dick Cheney, Donald Rumsfeld, Clint Eastwood, Herbert Hoover, both of the Bushes, George H.W. and George W., Gerald Ford, Dwight D. Eisenhower, Newt Gingrich, William Randolph Hearst, Theodore Roosevelt, and William Howard Taft.
Jeez. Any brothers?
No. It's rich, white, fucking weirdos.
It's all good, G.
And then it's $25,000 for a 2-week membership, and it's a 15-year waiting list with 20,000 people on the waiting list.
Kush and Chemtrails, the world's most dangerous podcast.